Are you haunted by the feeling that past suffering has left you broken? Do you sense that deep inside, you are fundamentally different, perhaps weakened by hardships that others cannot comprehend? You are not alone in this. Many who have endured too much develop complex traits. These traits can lead to confusion. They can lead to isolation. You might feel defined by a pain that constantly echoes in your present. Today, we shatter that illusion. Welcome to Mind Architect Lab. We are here to deconstruct the narratives that limit you. We are here to offer you the keys to your own mental architecture. What if I told you that your deepest wounds, and the traits born from them, are not signs of damage? What if they are, in fact, the blueprints of your greatest strength? The common advice is to seek repair, to try and fix what you believe is broken. But that quest for repair, that is the trap. The master key to your power lies elsewhere. It lies in integration. Stay with me, and you will discover 6 common traits of those who have suffered too much. More importantly, you will learn how to transform these supposed weaknesses into your most formidable assets. Pilar 1. Unmasking the repair trap and the secret origin of your traits. Let's first dismantle a pervasive myth. The myth of total repair. This is the idea that you can or should go back to who you were before the pain. This is a fool's errand. It disrespects your journey. It invalidates your transformation. You are not meant to erase your scars. You are meant to understand their meaning. The person you were before no longer exists. Suffering has forged someone new, someone more complex, someone with the potential for profound power. The second myth we must expose is the comforting lie that time heals all wounds. Time alone is a neutral force. Without conscious inner work, time does not heal deep wounds. It often buries them. It allows dysfunctional patterns to solidify. Your transformation is not a passive waiting game. It is an active reclamation. So, what about these traits? These characteristics that set you apart? There are 6 that often emerge in those who have endured significant hardship. 1. A deep desire to keep everyone around you happy. 2. A guarded, cautious heart. 3. A strong craving for stability and security. 4. A profound inner resilience. 5. A fierce hyper-independence. 6. An unyielding search for meaning. These are not flaws. They are not symptoms of being broken. Each one is a sophisticated survival code, intelligent adaptations your psyche developed to navigate extraordinary circumstances. They are evidence of your strength, not your weakness. Pilar 2. Decoding the shadows, the raw power hidden in each of the 6 traits. Now, let us delve deeper. Each of these 6 traits, often perceived as a shadow or a problem, carries a fundamental power, a valuable capability that may have been distorted or pushed to an extreme by pain. Your confusion and isolation often stem from not understanding this hidden potential. Consider the desire to keep everyone happy. This is not mere people-pleasing. Beneath it lies a highly developed empathy, an acute ability to read social cues. Misdirected, it leads to exhaustion. Integrated, it forges deep, authentic connections. A guarded, cautious heart. This is not a sign of being closed off. It is protective discernment, a sharp ability to assess risk. Misunderstood, it leads to isolation. Integrated, it guides wise choices in relationships. The strong desire for stability and security. This is not a fear of chaos. It is a powerful capacity to create order, to build structure and predictability. If too rigid, it limits. Integrated, it builds solid foundations for life. Inner resilience. This is not just a characteristic. It is the very backbone of your ability to endure, to face adversity and transmute it. It is living proof of your indomitable strength. Hyper-independence. This is not an inability to connect. It is remarkable self-efficacy, a profound capacity for problem-solving and inner fortitude. Taken to an extreme, it isolates. Integrated, it allows powerful autonomy, with the wisdom to seek strategic support, the search for meaning. This is post-traumatic growth in action. This is not aimless wandering. It is an innate capacity for deep introspection, for accelerated learning, for radical personal transformation. It is the engine of your evolution. When you misunderstand these raw powers, when you react unconsciously from them, that is when problems arise. That is when confusion and isolation take root. Pilar 3. The master key of integration. Turning psychic lead into personal gold. The trap is to believe you must fix or eliminate these traits. The master key is integration. To integrate is not to destroy. It is to understand, accept, and consciously wield the energy and gifts within each shadow. This is where the Psychic Kintsugi metaphor illuminates our path. In Japan, broken pottery is mended with gold. The cracks are not hidden. They are highlighted. The piece becomes more beautiful, more valuable, precisely because it was broken and artfully restored. Your psyche is like this. Your traits are the lines of fracture. Integration fills these lines with the gold of self-awareness, of acceptance, of wisdom gained. Your scars become golden veins telling a story of strength and uniqueness. So, how do we begin this alchemical process? First, radical self-awareness. Observe these traits in action. Without judgment, become a scientist of your own psyche. Second, honor their original purpose. Acknowledge how each trait protected you, how it served you in the past. Release any guilt or shame. Third, conscious redirection. Actively choose how and when to use the underlying qualities of each trait. Use your empathy to connect authentically, not to please indiscriminately. Use the discernment of your guarded heart to choose healthy relationships. Fourth, the strength of selective vulnerability. Challenge hyperindependence by consciously choosing when and with whom to be vulnerable. Transform isolation into healthy interdependence. Pilar 4. Reborn from ashes, from victim of circumstance to architect of your reality. What happens when these traits are integrated? This is where the parable of the inner jungle garden guides us. Imagine your psyche as a garden, ravaged by a storm, your suffering. If time heals all was true, you could ignore it. But the garden would become a wild jungle. Reactive traits like weeds would choke your potential. Hyperindependence could become isolating overgrowth. The desire to please, a vine that suffocates your energy. Integration is the work of the master gardener. You enter this inner jungle not to destroy it, but to understand it. You learn which weeds are actually powerful medicinal plants, the hidden gifts in your traits. They need pruning, care, and wise use. Some patterns need to be uprooted. Others transformed into compost for new growth. You are redesigning your inner garden, not just to survive, but to flourish in a new, resilient way, embodying the lessons of the storm. This is the transformation. Your scars are no longer weaknesses. They are sources of unique wisdom and power. The original break is seen not as damage, but as the shattering of illusions, the process that forged an authentic, unshakable inner structure. Confusion gives way to clarity. Isolation to genuine connection. The feeling of being defined by the past is replaced by the capacity to architect your future. Suffering, through integration, becomes a catalyst for a life of profound meaning and purpose. You are no longer a victim of your experiences. You are the master of your mental blueprint. You've discovered today that the quest for repair is a trap, and integrating your shadows is the master key. But understanding is only the first step in re-engineering your inner fortress. If you are ready to stop fighting who you have become and start wielding the raw power of these traits, leave an "I integrate" in the comments below. This is your first act of reclamation. Give this video a like if it ignited a new perspective on your journey. And crucially, subscribe. Because in our next project, we will dive into how to specifically transform hyperindependence into powerful autonomy, or perhaps the precise method for cultivating your inner garden. You will not want to miss it. This is Mind Architect Lab. Master your mental blueprint. Stay sharp.